Welcome to the Midnight Sun
reading
party. Bitch. Hello, Twi whores. My name's Kendall.
I'm Maddie.
And we're best friends, just like Bella Swan and Jessica Stanley.
Oh,
love you.
Bitch. Hate her. It's a pandemic. There's a new Twilight book. What the else are we gonna do but fully regress back to 2008 and crack some jokes?
We need a little nostalgia in our lives. We're just diving into a little bit of high school teenage romance, which truly is what the Twilight series is all about.
Revisiting this world and this universe has reminded me that they are in fact in high school, which is fucking crazy.
I used to imagine Edward as like a fully grown man wearing like suits and like tan leather jackets, which he does wear every day. But now I'm like, oh wait, he's fucking 17. So here we are, and we're gonna dive in on two cute little teens falling in love, you know? Chapter 1.
Shall we take a bite?
Wow. Okay, it's already starting. Take a bite. First sight. Here we go.
Take a bite. First sight. Everybody's partying tonight. It's Edward and Bella. She's looking for a fella.
Hey.
And now we're reading. And we're gonna read the book.
Anyway.
We all understand the power of the new girl. A new girl comes to school. New student, new boy. But specifically the new girl. The power she brings. The power the new girl has. Pussy pops so hard that Edward literally has to flee the state. I was gonna say country, but Alaska is in fact an American state.
It is. Edward's miserable. He's a miserable cad, and he has been for hundreds of years.
The Cullens are sitting at lunch. Everyone's chilling at lunch. They're playing human. There's hardly any verbal conversation that happens here except for a mental conversation between Alice and Edward, who are besties, even though Edward kind of treats her like shit.
Edward's sitting there moodily thinking everyone's annoying. Rosalie's annoying. Jasper's annoying. Alice is annoying for asking him to help with Jasper. He's sad. He's moody. He's bored.
Most annoying of all is Jessica Stanley.
That bitch, Jessica Stanley.
Jessica, that bitch Stanley. But not that bitch like that bitch. Like, that bitch.
So Jessica Stanley thinks Edward. His head pops up. He finally sees the face of the new girl. It's heart-shaped, and she has chocolate brown eyes. Boring. He's like, why are all these sheeple talking about her all day? I see absolutely nothing interesting in her whatsoever. Let's get back to my lunch. Oh wait, I don't eat.
Jessica's like, she's not even pretty. And Edward is like, agree.
Another ugly human.
Oh, he realizes he can't read her mind. And he's like, that's suspicious.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Oh, Jessica's super stoked that everyone's looking at her today too, because she's social climbing.
Bella's like looking at the Cullens. Jessica just thinks, Edward hears her think, oh, good luck, idiot. He doesn't date. Apparently none of the girls here are good looking enough for him. She snorted quietly.
I mean, that I could sense her shyness from the way she held her frail-looking shoulders, slightly hunched. Bella's so shy.
She's so shy.
Edward says he's going to find a way to read her mind. Good luck. Okay.
And then he panics about the fact that he can't read her mind, and he goes, what if it all went away? What if this is just the first symptom of some kind of mental decline?
Oh no, he's got a disease.
Then he goes to biology, and then Bella walks into biology, and then... boner alert! Bella walked into the flow of heated air that blew toward me from the vent. Her scent hit me like a battering ram, like an exploding grenade.
So Edward just goes in the middle of the classroom, pupils dilated to death.
Yeah, pupils literally just...
But I'm imagining him also just handling it very well. He's sitting extremely still and nobody noticed a thing. He's becoming a predator. She's his prey. What are we doing? We're calculating. How many people do we have to murder in order to murder this one girl? He says no, and he tries to stop himself by gripping his stool, which he promptly breaks into little pieces.
Destroy evidence. Collateral damage.
The fundamental rule.
And then some random kid slams his binder closed like that, and he gets a waft of clean air, and it spares everybody. Shout out to that guy for saving the entire plot of the entire saga. You know, shout out to whoever closed their binder. You're a hero.
Whoever you are, you didn't get a name. I feel bad for you.
I know, you deserve a name. Someone slammed shut a folder on my left. I didn't look up to see which of the doomed humans it was. Give them credit.
And then he sees Carlisle's face. And this is very realistic. Because when you're about to make a really dumb mistake, you do think of your parents and what they think of you. Would Carlisle be chill if I murdered 20 people in this classroom and the teacher and this girl? Probably not, but Carlisle's also the most forgiving person in the entire world, and he would understand.
He was only 23.
Yeah, 23-year-old 23-year-old doctor. Also, did anyone do the math there? Because that would mean he would barely have graduated undergrad, let alone gone to medical school and done a residency. But, we're just accepting this.
So Edward leans away from her in revulsion, disgusted by the monster, aching to take her. Kind of hot.
Bella's like, wait, everyone's been obsessed with me this whole day. Why is Edward looking like he's about to vomit? This is making me feel really bad about myself.
And the whole time he's victim blaming her. He says, why did she have to come here? Why did she have to exist? Why did she have to ruin this little piece I had in this non-life of mine? Why had this aggravating human ever been born? She would ruin me. Bro, you're the one who's literally plotting murder. And this is the beginning of some character development. As we'll see in the book, Edward Cullen does respect women, but in this beginning section, this is victim blaming, and in this house, we do not victim blame.
Also, Edward was bored not 5 minutes ago. This is exactly the kind of thrill he was looking for, so just pointing out that hypocrisy.
You're welcome.
Anyway, Edward throws the word sophistry in here.
I was literally just saying, do you see this word? Sophistry.
I'm pretty sure I looked it up before when I was reading it. I don't remember what it means.
I guess we'll never know.
Though I hated her, I was absolutely aware that my hatred was unjust. I knew that what I really hated was myself. And I would hate us both so much more when she was dead. And this is a great job of describing the battle against eating that snack that you shouldn't eat. We all have troubles when we're on a diet. It's really hard. It's all about self-control, and we'll see if he can make it. Spoiler, he can. He makes it out of class.
The bell rings.
Runs to his car.
Saved by the bell, he thinks, how cliche. How cliche. I played a CD that usually calmed me, but it did little for me now. So, what CD do you think Edward's listening to?
I always assumed it was the Debussy album.
Debussy. And he's like, okay, I gotta get out of biology. So he goes to the front desk and Mrs. Cope wets her panties. Mrs.
Cope is a full-on pedophile with Edward Cullen, and she's like, he's too young.
She smooths her shirt. Silly, she thought to herself. He's almost young enough to be my son. Gross, Mrs. Cope.
Yeah, it's also more than silly, babe. More than silly.
Predatory.
Anyway.
To which Edward would be like, but the real predator was I.
Me. She can't cope. Oh. All right. Uncomfortable. Edward leans forward. He's dazzling. He's like, get me out of biology. She's like, but I can't, Edward. I simply can't. And he's like, literally, I know you can. This is high school and nothing matters. Meanwhile, Miss Cope is just repeating, too young in her face.
She can't hear anything he's saying. He's like, womp, womp, womp. And she's just,
I'm in love with a teenage boy. Yikes.
And he's like, no, it's just I already did biology. And she's like, in that accelerated school you all went to in Alaska, right? Real existing American state, Alaska, that is a state that does exist. Then he's like, can I just drop the class? And she goes, drop biology?
Yeah.
Her mouth fell open.
She's
That's
like,
crazy.
He says, please, Mrs. Cope. And she was like, I have imagined you saying that to me many a times, Edward. But then the door opens, whoosh, and the sweet, sweet, sexy smell of the new girl, Bella Swan, enters the premises. Edward's dick gets rock hard.
This is violent. My hand hesitated in the air above the counter. I would not have to look back in order to reach across it and slam Mrs. Cope's head into her desk with enough force to kill her. 2 lives rather than 20. A trade. Damn. Don't kill her because of Bella. Kill her because she's a pedophile.
Edward runs out of the room. Bye.
Bye. So he's running back to the parking lot and he hears a sophomore, DJ Garrett, notice and then disregard. DJ Garrett! He's gonna drop his latest mixtape about how everyone at the school is undead. So. DJ Garrett.
He's like, where did Cullen come from? It was like he just came out of thin air. There I go with my imagination again. Mom always says.
There's a fucking conspiracy theory board in his room.
Yarn everywhere.
Red string.
Unsung DJ Garrett has solved the mystery that is the Cullens, and his mom is sitting sitting there like, my son is insane.
Every day he comes downstairs like, listen, Angela Weber, zombie. He slides into the Volvo, and Alice, all-seeing, all-knowing, premonition-having Alice goes, Edward? Is something wrong? Emmett demands, what the hell happened to you?
My own demons tormenting me.
Alice is like, you're leaving? And he goes, am I? I snarled through my teeth. Am I? Edward's basically like, okay, I'm gonna go talk to Carlisle. And then we don't get that conversation with Carlisle.
Yeah, no.
The
Basically,
chapter ends and it skips ahead to Alaska.
Basically, Edward gets in the car and Alice is like, you're leaving? And he's like, yeah, I guess I'm leaving because I don't want to murder someone. And they're like, we'll miss you. And that's chapter 1.
The end.